Okay, I don't. I'm gonna have to mess with that because it played the. That's the sound alert. The hadn't time roll the slots is supposed to be for bits. Uh, not subscribe. But then when I clicked over to to transition over to the main screen here, that's just the picture it was showing. It showed the end of the actual everything's coming up Millhouse, which is what it's supposed to be. So I'm not sure why that happened, but whatever. Thank you very much for the 5 month subscription there, Rafiki. Congratulations. New proud owner of a funny little orb. I'm in talks with someone to update the subscriber things so that they're the idea is because the precursor orb, it's a little bit fat, so I was hoping to get that more like the egg shape, but like what happened is when I initially added it, it was like, no, it needs to be square shaped. I was like, oh, that's lame, so I just like, because I don't know shit about editing, I was just like, okay, well then I'm just gonna force it into like a circle, I guess. And that's how that happened. But I'm hoping to get one where it's like, obviously, like precursor orbs are bronze, give or take. So I'm hoping to get like a silver, gold, and eventually platinum one for the 3 month, 6 month, and the year. I don't know what I'll do after that. Maybe do some wacky ones. Nobody's out of year yet, so I'm not really too worried about it at the moment. Uh, but thank you very much for the subscription. Enjoy your funny little emotes, including the trophy one and such. But yeah, I didn't worry about it before because there wasn't as many people subscribing back in the ye olden times, and now it's like, oh, now there's actual like amounts that like month-wise that people are getting. So I should probably, if people are going to step up their game, I should probably step up my game. You know what I mean? Something. What you put into it is what you get out of it, sort of deal. Anyway, more important than that, is VIP. Rafiki redeemed the VIP panel point redeem, which does not show up in the VOD, but it does show up in the, to me. And so what is that? What does that redeem? What does that mean? For those not aware, it's of course the VIP, which means first thing I do is, I say congratulations, that's number one. But the real first thing I do is that I increase the price by one single channel point more than it previously cost. In this case, now it costs 158. And now, for the big one, we remove the VIP badge from the previous person, and we give it on over to the person that just took it. So good old stealing. Stealing is cool, kids. Ballcap Gamer was the one that grabbed it last time, and so now it's owned by Brafiki. I wish I hadn't accidentally removed it from someone else like a few days ago. Because now they used to have a thing that said last modified 3 years ago, and now it says last modified 4 days ago, which is disappointing. It makes no difference really, except for the fact that I just like the idea that it was, you know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe even. I'm not sure. What a shame. Anyway, congratulations! You now own a VIP badge. Hooray! Anyway, to answer the previous question that you posed when the intro was still going, I was playing Hitman 3. I was because there was I saw a thing about the roadmap and there was a challenge. I didn't know if it was like a time exclusive challenge, but there was a challenge for like called Back to Basics, and essentially if you beat the challenge, you got to have a rifle briefcase. So it's a briefcase where you can have like an actual sniper rifle in it without having to disassemble it, right? So it's like a quicker one, and that could be used across all maps. So I was like, cool, if that's like a limited time thing because it said it started in April 27th. I was like, I want to get in on that. So I downloaded it and played it. It's not limited time, but at that point I already downloaded the game, so I was like, okay, whatever. So I did that, and then I did another one for getting a fiber wire, which was a tie, like his red tie that he wears. So I did both of those, and then back to the deleted pile it goes for whenever I decide to actually play the rest of it. I've 100% of the game, obviously. Like, I did the vast majority of the content you could possibly do at the time that it was called Hitman 3. So now that's all this World of Assassination stuff. I haven't done like any of that, but one of these days. Anyway, that's enough of the ramble. Of course, in the YouTube portion of this we will do timestamps, but this is a gifted stream, so let's swap on over to what we're going to be talking about, the Cabin Factory. First, let's open up the, actually this one. Inspect the cabins and decide on whether they're haunted or not. Who's the other person that's played this? Little Big Sunset. Okay. There's not a platinum trophy, but these are just, you know, whatever. It's a fun little game. This was on Press Engine. I was able to get this through, yeah, so it was gifted to me. For review purposes, we're going to play it, you know, get the idea of how we feel about it or not. I'll read the description here in a second. I'm going to read it from Press Engine specifically, though, first. It says, welcome to the Cabin Factory. As a newly hired cabin inspector, your job is to inspect the cabins and determine whether or not they are haunted. Inspect the whole cabin. If haunted, turn back immediately and press danger. If safe, press clear. The Cabin Factory is a short horror anomaly hunting experience. Says about 60 minutes. Inspired by liminal spaces and psychological horror walking simulators like The Exit 8, Ghouls, and the virtual predecessor PT. Also, Rat Shaker is a little similar to that, I will say. But that's neither here nor there. Speaking of The Exit 8, though, I did play PT at the time it dropped, and that's about like one of the only ones I had played from that. I did play Exit 8 a while ago. I wasn't a huge fan of this one, but the idea of them being like haunted cabins feels like it's gonna hit more like the spooky vibe. Whereas like, it's not the Exit 8. I was just like, like it's just like a subway tunnel for most of it, and it was like very minor differences. Like, oh, the floor is slightly tiled differently. Like, I don't know, it just seemed very whatever sort of scenario. So I expect a cabin to be like more like cool about that. And judging by judging just by the screenshots they show on the Steam page, this looks like it's going to be, you know, more atmospheric in a way that I would enjoy personally. In terms of platforms, it's on Xbox, Switch, PC, PS4, PS5. They did not have. It was actually weird because they did not have PS4 copies, so I got denied. But the person actually messaged me on Press. I wasn't aware Press Engine had like a message feature.
Welcome to the Cabin Factory Corporation.
Oh, hold on. Nope, I didn't mean to hit that. Or yeah, I didn't mean to have that play. I was playing at much higher speed because I have a plugin that plays things at like much higher speed, so it like defaulted to that. Anyway, yeah, so like they didn't have PS4 copies. They're like, oh hey, we don't have PS4 copies, so we're just going to we're gonna deny that. Sorry about that. And it's like, oh, that's cool. Usually, you know, you wouldn't expect like any sort of communication on that. You would just expect the denial, then just go on. But then I was like, okay, well, they don't have any on PS4, so I requested on PS5. I was like, hey, you know, like, okay, if you don't have any on PS4, I'm gonna throw out a PS5 request. Like, if you don't have any keys for that either, feel free to deny it, obviously. Like, oh no, you know, we got plenty. So I was like, oh. Great motto, stealing's good. Nice. Oh, this one, are you into horror games? The thing is, so I don't really play horror games, and it's not for the reason that you would think, like, oh, he's scared of horror games. Which is also, like, I don't watch horror movies. It's just, like, it's not really, like, an interest of mine. But I've seen some, like, good horror films, for sure. Like, I enjoy Aliens, the first Predator. I thought the second one was just okay. I actually liked a good amount of the third one. I don't know, people kind of shit on that one a bit. I've seen Alien versus Predator, of course. It's like, oh, have you just seen Alien, the Jason stuff? No, I've seen a couple different Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Streets, including Freddy vs. Jason. It's like, oh, he just watches stuff that has verses. No, I watched I think I watched the Final Destination, which I don't know if it's like the fifth or sixth one, or you know, like shout out to titles that just have the word "the" in front of it, and it's not a like brand new reboot, which is pain in the ass. I feel like I've maybe seen one or two other horror films, but it's just not really like a genre I'm like super interested in. Although after playing the Saw game recently, it is, even though it's not a good game, like the atmosphere made me think like, yeah, I actually kind of want to like the character study type of aspect of like looking into this series. But then Devin said only watch the first movie, but I that's probably not gonna happen, especially if I really enjoy the first movie. I'm gonna watch the next ones and then probably be progressively disappointed. But that's just life, you know. That's just how it goes. Uh, but yeah, anyway, so like, yeah, I'm not really into horror games too much, but like, I haven't really tried a whole lot of them. PT was kind of cool. A little like, um, a little much on the very last one to like beat the game. That one was kind of like that particular. Finding the difference of that was like so obtuse that it was annoying. But otherwise, like I thought it was pretty cool. Alien Isolation is one I absolutely love. Uh, I didn't like Evil Within. I tried a little bit of Evil Within, and I just didn't like how it controlled. I'm also not a fan of enemies that are like, if an enemy is humanoid. I don't remember if Evil Within was like this, or if it's like sometimes you'll see this like with like Resident Evil games. If an enemy is like humanoid and they take more than one shot to the head, that bothers the shit out of me. Unless there's like a, like for example, like Last of Us has like the cordyceps armor sort of thing, right? So it's like kind of armored up, and it's like I can, it takes 2 headshots, and it's really not that many more headshots. So it's like okay, like I can buy that, I guess. But sometimes like they're just, it feels like certain enemies in some types of horror games are like bullet spongy, and I'm just like this, like in a way that doesn't feel like it makes sense by the lore. It just feels like a gameplay restriction, and that bothers the hell out of me. But yeah, I don't really know if I've tried a bunch of horror games outside of Alien Isolation though. Played like a tiny bit of Resident Evil 4 one time at like a family friend's house for probably like 10, 15 minutes. It was cool. Didn't own it, so I never really got to continue playing it, but you know, it's whatever. But I'm willing to branch out into new things. I thought there were some neat concepts when we played There's a Gun in the Office, which isn't like a horror game per se, but there's like maybe a tense game is a good way to word it. Like there's definitely um, like an element of fear, I guess, to an extent that I think they use all right. Obviously, Rat Shaker has horror elements that seemed cool. Like I enjoyed that game quite a bit. I mean, I did have issues, of course, with There's a Gun in the Office, closet. I didn't like Schizophrenia. That's like a new PlayStation, like a free game on PlayStation. It's kind of whatever. Anyway, sorry, let me catch up. Platform 8 was alright, but it should have been $1. Oh, I have no idea about that one. This one's just Exit 8, which is a free game. Where is it? Yeah, that was just a free game on PlayStation. 2 different stacks. Hey, Horizon, how you doing? We're doing alright. We're just about to start the gifted stream. Sorry, I've been between yapping and whatever. I think they called it that because they wanted it to be the last one, the final destination, but then they didn't do that. Well, you know, the ever loving money profit, whatever. What's the word? Profit incentive. That's the phrase I'm looking for. Anyway, but let's see if I do this right. Let's find out if I screwed this up or not. Gifted. I was gifted a code. Okay, so that's exclamation mark gifted. Obviously, I have the hashtag in there as well because this is a gifted code. I did not get this for free. I mean, I got it for free from them, but like the game itself is not free. I guess is the better way to put it. Uh, yeah, from Press Engine for review purposes, Cabin Factory. So, the publisher was Future Friends Games, and the developer is International Cat Studios. Now, with a game like International Cat Studios, they make like a horror cabin game. I don't know, like that's that's not the type of game I would think of with a developer like that. I respect it. You know, hey, you want to make whatever game you want to make. I'm here for it. Um, But if you want to buy the game, it's on the previous platforms. I don't really link to the Xbox and Steam one because like Stream Elements has like a certain amount of text to it, and B, like if you just search the name, you can find it. And plus, I don't think there's a lot of people that play exclusively the Switch that watch my stuff. It's either going to be people that can get it on Steam or they get it on PlayStation. Maybe some Xbox, but whatever. So those are the links for the PlayStation, for Steam. Let's see. On PlayStation, I can't look at the price now because it says purchased for me, but on PlayStation, it's $2.99. Right now, it's on sale. It's part of this big sale going on PlayStation, so it's 30% off. So instead of it being $2.99, it's $2.09. So you can save 90 cents on the game if you were to buy it now. There's two different versions of it. They're bought separately, so PS4, PS5 stack. There's no platinum to it, so yeah, know that ahead of time. But yeah, on Steam it's also $2.99. With it looks like there's a bundle actually for Exit 8 and Cabin on Steam. That's cool. And that Pools game they were talking about, there's a bundle with Cabin and Pools. I think I saw Red play a little bit of Pools. It needs to be some sort of DLC they just released called Supporters Pack on Steam specifically. Oh, there's cats in this one and a frog mug. This is fun. Hold on. Let me swap over to the browser so we can show this. Did I do this correctly? Let's find out. I think I did. So you get this little thing that's you get a little pin that says Cabin Inspector, and there's cats on this one bed, and there's a cool frog mug, and you get a certificate, I guess. A downloadable Employee of the Month diploma with your Steam name on it. That's hilarious, actually. That's cool. But yeah, see, it's in a little bundle with this stuff for different. So yeah, and look, one of the Steam achievements is a frog. Hopefully, one of the trophies is a frog. I don't know, like how well that translates. It's for a thing called Boo. But we'll find out when we get it, I guess. Anyway, back to Game Land. Let's go. Hey, this isn't Barbie. God, you know the annoying. Let's talk about Barbie real quick before we get back to advertising. Uh, There's a couple of mistakes I made on the Barbie thing. One, that plant sorting minigame was way easier once I actually was not streaming anymore, and I got food and I came back immediately like after eating, and I actually read the description in full. I was like, oh, this is actually really easy. I didn't read the description. That's what happened. There's also a fast travel mechanic. Was not aware of. Would have made the game so much quicker. The second stack here, it took me an hour and a half, as opposed to the. Oh, shout out to that platinum at 420. Whereas the first stack technically took me like 5 hours. It listed on the thing, but because I took breaks so much in between that 4 hour Twitch stream, as well as, like I said, I ate afterwards, it was probably more like 3.5 hours, just shy of 4 hours for like the first run. For a game that was only supposed to be about an hour or two. I definitely could have cut that hour and a half down lower. I didn't immediately find out that there was fast travel, so I was still skipping stuff. I just happened to accidentally click it when I was looking at the map, and then it traveled me, and I was like, oh, okay, there's just fast. So I was probably like half an hour into the game by the time I figured that out. So that was hell. Anyway, enough of that garbage. Let's get on to a game that I have to assume is better. Okay, the Cabin Factory. Inspect the cabins and decide whether they're haunted or not. Welcome to the Cabin Factory. You're now a newly hired cabin inspector. Congratulations. Your job is simple. Inspect the cabins and determine whether or not they're haunted. Stress on your first day? No worries. Here's a quick introduction. Step 1. Inspect the entire cabin. Don't miss a detail and trust your instincts. Step 2. If the cabin is safe, press clear and move on. But if it's haunted, quickly turn back and press danger. Features. Inspired by liminal spaces and psychological... Okay, yes, this is like the same stuff I said before. Atmospheric horror waits. Step into the anomaly hunting experience. Inspired by liminal spaces and psychological horror walking simulators. Compact story. Tired of long games? Experience a full narrative in one evening. 13 sporting languages. Game... Okay, so what do we got from game reviews? One of these days we'll end up on this for game... I couldn't play with headphones on. I need to make the room bright and had Bluey playing on my phone next to my monitor to lower my stress. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Eurogamer. Really out there with the Bluey. Cool. There's an actual story around it involving the situations you're experiencing. That's really funny to include that as like one of the reviews. That's not exactly the crazy review. That's pretty funny. The Cabin Factory was a pleasant surprise, and I believe it deserves a spot in the library of any horror fan. That's from Vice. Alright, enough dicking around. Let's get into it. Okay. Game help. Hey, there's game help. Cool. We're gonna up the gamma a little bit because we do that on most games. Um, I didn't do that on the Barbie one last time because it was just like that game already was so bright as is. I was like, ah, who cares? Like, it should be fine. Okay, so like I said, I've done Escape or I've done Exit 8. Also, hopefully the microphone is fixed. By the way, that's like a thing. I found out that because I swapped out the cord, I was gonna buy a new cord, but I found out the PS5 cord, like for your controller that you charge, is the exact type of cord that this microphone takes. Like the part that goes into the controller goes into the back of the microphone, and then the other part goes into the computer. So everything should be fine. Let me know if anything screws up, like if it starts getting crackly or like, especially if it completely cuts out. Um, if it doesn't do that and continues to not do that for like whatever amount of streams, then we know for sure that it was the damn cord the whole time that's been like messing up the past like 2 weeks. Which would be great because that's an easy fix. We already fixed it essentially. If it's the microphone itself, then we have like a whole problem. Also, Tim, since you're here, I mentioned this to Rafiki as well, and Horizon as well, since she's also a sub. We're hopefully adding new subscription, like what is the word, like monthly. You know how it goes, like 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12, a year sort of thing. We're adding that, so we're gonna take the precursor orb and we're gonna make it silver, gold, platinum, and then probably some funky colors. Who knows? But so that would make if I can get it quickly, that would make Rafiki and you, Tim, to silver at badges. I'm sorry, I can think of the damn word. uh, that's cool. Ooh, all the text is flipped.
Welcome
Even
to the Cabin Factory Corporation.
these graphics actually. So immediately, these graphics actually look pretty good for like usually these type of lower end games do not have like this sort of realism to them
Factory,
and how they
we
look.
pride ourselves in creating the best hyper-realistic horror cabins for the movie and
My character looks
industries.
totally done with this shit though.
Starting today, you will be one of our cabin.
Probably next step up from the orbs would be a Wumper Fruit. I suppose I could do that. How good Barbie was asking. uh, I started crashing out near the end of it because it was just like, really, it was just because of the fact that like I was trying to finish up to eat food, but like
Inspectors, congratulations.
it very much is whatever. It wasn't that bad. It was just like,
now mandatory to
and then also there's a fast travel I wish I would have known about, and that would have made the game way better.
Every cabin to ensure the safety of all users. It's important to highlight this claim is untrue and that we have had 0 cases of serious anomalies proven to be the corporation's fault. We're positive you will carry out these inspections thoroughly and professionally. From the whole Cabin Factory Corporation family, have a wonderful first day as a cabin inspector. By entering this elevator, you have accepted all the terms of your contract, which may be updated without notice.
Okay. Yeah, I look very just sick of sick of this shit, man. I definitely do not have the will to live. Let's find out. Roll vibes a little bit, yeah. A game I should have played at this point, but I mean, technically it came out on PlayStation because of that orange box thing, but like, hell if I would have actually played it. Okay. Inspect the whole cabin, and if haunted, turn back immediately. Press danger. If safe, press clear. Any movement means the cabin is haunted. If nothing moves, it's not haunted. R2 to run. Okay. It's like it knew I was done reading. Alright. You ever seen Red play a bunch of these, like, liminal spaces type of games? So, that's like a little bit of my experience in this. Do I have to enter this? Okay. I had a feeling I'd have to enter. I was going to say that was a bit weird if I wouldn't be able to. Okay, well I'm going to assume when it says movement, it doesn't mean like the fire here. It seems like that'd be an odd choice. Oh, what the hell? Who are you? Oh. You're like a mannequin. Okay, cool. I was going to say, there's just like a guy here, like what the hell? Hey, do you want a creepy cabin out in the woods? Well, have we got the cabin for you? Is there any other... Yeah, there's no other controls except for running. Which is R1 or R2, depending. Yeah, I appear to not be able to... Oh, and then obviously pausing with... The hell? Oh, hey, it's the frog. Tim, look. It's Frog. Tasty tacos today, hell yeah. The ice cream, man, Horizon's killing it right now in the food department. They threw Costco hot dogs in the parking lot. What a gremlin response. I mean, the fire was moving, and then there's like I assume the smoke doesn't count. I assume the fire doesn't count. Like the little bits of the, little bits of like, what is this? It almost looks like snow, but it's not snow. Like whatever this is coming through, I don't think any of this is, counts as movement. Likewise, I don't think the lantern does either. I think it means like if something's kind of like glitching out. Wait a second, this is moving? This looks like it's moving. It's supposed to be the wind, or is it like... It's hard to tell because your character's also moving, right? So it's like... That'd be pretty diabolical if the movement is that low. Yeah, it's like the textures are moving a bit, but I can't tell if that's just like the way the game kind of is with the way my character's camera is moving, or if that's actual movement. I guess I could tell by just like looking at some other item that maybe has textures kind of similar to it. Yeah, you played Portal? No. I think I might own one of them, I'm not sure. I'm gonna say no on it. Hooray. Okay. Hello Frog. It's a frog from something? Is this a reference? Well, so Tim calls his kid Frog. So that's what that reference is, but I don't know. I don't know if the studio has like frogs as some sort of reference or something. Dust mate? Fair, dust. I guess it could, yeah. That's probably what it's supposed to be. It looks a little bright to be dust, but it's fair. It's definitely not moving. Yeah, just something about the texture though, like because your character, like the lines of this kind of moved up and down, almost like it was like breathing. Like it was very. But yeah, I expect the movement to be more obvious. Like maybe not every single one of them to be more obvious, but I expect the movement to be like undeniable, sort of. Everything's looking fine on this end. Like the downstairs, as far as I can tell. Yeah, I'm curious if there's any sort of, like, even this, his body looks like it moves very slightly. Like, it almost looks... just because of the way I think it's just the way the character's moving, like constantly up and down. But like, yeah, he's not moving. Having cameras sway aggressively in a game where you're looking for moving objects definitely a strange decision. It's a little weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind moving a little bit. This is maybe a little too much. Oh, you're moving. Aha! Those are legs and hands moving. I got you, you son of a bitch. You're gonna kick that kid, right? Alright. Anyway. Oh, golly gee whiz, I'm scared. Burn it and burn the house, please. There we go. Okay, so I assume if we get it right, it just plays that ding every time. That's why we get those lights. Cool. Good job, us.
The brutal fire that burned a family alive took place in an isolated cabin in the woods.
I'm gonna assume that's
Two
fine.
bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed a huge column of smoke and immediately called 911. When emergency crews arrived just minutes later, the flames were still burning. According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin, a mother, a father, and their 2 children. The police confirmed the bodies found on the scene belonged to the parents. The 2 children, a 10-year-old little girl and her 6-year-old brother, have not yet been found in the surrounding areas. The chief of the fire department announced the search operation will continue and said she has hopes of finding them alive. It is still unclear how the
Like, it looks like that's fucking moving, man. To tell you. It's crazy.
was intentional. A criminal investigation is ongoing.
But then when you get up to it, like, you can tell it's not. It's just like in the further away I am, well, okay, so there's like a certain distance to be where you can like see what I'm talking about. Like it almost looks like the wind is moving it slightly as opposed to like actual. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna harp on it anyway. It's very noticeable.
When emergency crews arrived just minutes later, the flames were still burning. According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin.
It's interesting that you can't open that specific door. There's not a button to open the door either, you just kind of walk into it.
The 2 children, a 10-year-old little girl and her 6-year-old brother, have not yet been found in the surrounding areas. The chief of the fire department announced the search operation will continue and said she has hopes of finding them alive. It is still unclear how the parents got trapped inside their own cabin, but the police have found clues that may indicate the fire was intentional.
Even the shadow here, you can see. Okay, this is a good example, right? You can see there's a little space on that finger right there. That shadow moves like the very slightest bit, like it kind of. Maybe that's just something different, to be honest, though. But yeah, I don't think he's actually moving. I think it's. I don't see the hat moving. I think you're just cooked. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's. It's, let's see if I can point to the area I'm talking about.
According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin, a mother,
Okay.
a father, and their 2 children.
So like you'll see like around like here where the thing is, the marker on the screen here. Like this type of stuff looks like it's moving up and down a little bit when you're like it looks like it shifts. I mean maybe it's okay. Maybe if I up the gamma like a crazy ass amount, maybe it'll be easier to tell what the hell I'm talking about.
It is still unclear how the parents got trapped inside their own cabin, but the police have found clues that may indicate the fire was intentional.
Like maybe it's one of those optical illusion things or something. This looks like the slightest bit of a shift. I'm not saying that it's like some major movement. I'm just saying it looks like a slight bit of like, almost like someone kind of like,
The brutal fire that burned a family alive.
I don't know.
Place in an isolated cabin in the woods. 2 bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed.
Okay, anyway, I think we're good to go here. I'm pretty sure it's fine. I wonder if there's stuff on the outside here that I need to pay attention to, because I don't think I've been doing that, like, at all. I won't... Yeah, maybe it is Twitch, I don't know. Either way, I'm not gonna go on it anymore, so... The only reason is just... Oh, this is new. Oh, look, there's this little... Is this the thing coming after me? What? I think it's a thing coming after me. That's crazy. Okay. That's kind of sketchy. Because that other marker was moving. That wasn't me. Like, there's that blue marker, and then there's me. Oh, hey, the dad. Okay. The part that's gonna mess me up, though, is he chasing me, or is he just going down like a predetermined path here, right? And the reason I wonder that is because if it's a predetermined path, then I can just wait it out. But if he's chasing me, then I gotta be like quick when I'm upstairs, because the upstairs version, you know, that passageway is pretty narrow for the stairs. And so it's like, oh, you know, I don't want to get caught on the stairs as I'm trying to look to where the hell we're going. The thing is, does this count as movement, though? I would think yes, but this doesn't... This also is, like, weird enough that it's not part of the house properly. So it acts like there's something here. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, it acts like there's supposed to be like a kid in front of that door or something. Because I assume it's like the one picture's the mom, there's a kid downstairs and the one upstairs, and then there's this freaky little bastard coming towards me. Invisible dad man. I like this idea of a puzzle, I gotta say. Like, the idea of, like, watching someone that you can't see through, like, a little diagram of it. Like, that's cool. Cool idea. Anyway, well, he's busy doing that. We're gonna go upstairs, see what that's all about. You moving, you little freak? No. The frog. Well, if nothing else, I'm pretty sure it's reasonable to say there's an anomaly in this house, right? Because that's not normal. That's not supposed to be part of the... That's not supposed to be part of the process here. Yeah, if someone stayed here, they'd probably get murdered, I would assume. I'll wait for him to leave the area so I can actually get around, but... We're gonna hit, deny or whatever it is. Haunted. A little bit more, and then we're allowed to be free here. Okay, good enough. Danger. I need to start with a D, I just couldn't think of it. Yeah. It's like the most obvious, taking over ever, I guess. I like that as soon as you, like, enter this little bit there, it just, like, turns everything dark. It's like, oh, okay, you've entered the cabin now, this is spooky time. The one thing, okay, so to compare this, because they themselves compared this to this game on their store, where they said like one of their inspirations was Exit 8. I do like that, like, there's not like a, I have to remember every little possible detail about this place to be able to tell the difference. It's just that the differences themselves are like apparent as I'm going through this. Because I don't know, like I found those to be kind of boring when I was doing Exit 8, but for this, like, focusing on like movement and stuff feels like I like that type of idea better. Even if this was like a much larger area, for example, and it was, oh, what the hell? Okay. You little freak. How did you even get under there?
Everything is gonna be fine. But we have to get away from them.
From them, what the de- face little silent Greta. Okay. That was almost a jump scare, because that was wacky, that one. Ow. Okay, that one was the jump scare. I didn't get jump scared by the game, but I did get jump scared by my own trophy notifications. Oh man. Okay, I think the thing is, I think we're good because that seems like, oh, she's not moving, right? She's just there. I mean, she wasn't there in the previous one, but it's fine because we've seen them change. And the whole point is like people are staying at these cabins, and so it's like, oh, this was like a spooky death cabin, and so like having a kid under the stairs with that, like that feels like it's in line. I'm curious as to why the screen is like this, and does it return if I come back? Hmm. I just wish I could zoom in a little bit. You don't look like you're moving though, so I think we're in the clear. I think that's kind of like a fake out one in the sense that like they expect you to hit danger, but it's not actually true. Yeah. But yeah, trophy, woo, we're on the board. 9 more trophies. Uh, we'll do like the main playthrough, which they said it should take about an hour, and then I'll do a trophy cleanup afterwards. I wonder if we're gonna see like a reflection one of these times. I keep not checking up top here, I should be doing that. I'm like too focused on the other stuff. Part of me expects him to not move his hands, but to change his facial structure a little bit, like maybe to like to frown, like growl more, like not growl, but like like not like frown, more like a harder version of frown. What's the word? Kind of like a bare fangs kind of situation or something, like just some sort of like facial movement. Scowl. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Move for me, frog. I think you're one of the trophies. You were one of the Steam achievements. I don't know what for, but specifically, one of them said boo. No, not that, Tim. Go away. Ooh. Spooky. What do we got? Ah, golly gee whiz. Alright. Yep. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, okay. Yep. That's gonna be a whole thing here. Experiencing more of the story. What do we got? Oh, you're creepy. Dude, if she did something like turn her head around like 180 or something as I'm coming up, I would actually, I think, lose my shit a little bit. She looks like Melina from MK a bit. Yeah, that where that's kind of fucked up teeth. I gotcha. A little bit of hair. If you were to like bunch up her hair and like not that hairstyle, but like kind of, I don't know. Does she have that hair color actually, or is it black? It's been a hot minute. Hopscotch. 1, 2, 3. I can't do it because I can't. Whatever. There we go. That's our attempt at hopscotching. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's just get. Oh. What the fuck? We were an old lady when we came in here. Now we're like a Victorian child.
What do you think you'll find outside? Absolutely nothing. You want to leave, Greta?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Totally fine. But your brother will stay here. And he will not be happy when he hears you abandoned him. Leave and abandon your poor mother.
Oh, okay. This is like our. We're forced in this bathroom, I guess, for punishment. Okay. Oh. Hey, how about you don't walk towards me? That'd be cool if you didn't. How you doing? Yep. Cool. Would prefer you didn't do that, actually. It's like I don't have a way to. I don't think I had a way to escape. You reckon this one's fine? Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like I don't have a way to defend myself. Like, you know, that meme of like the old guy, and it's like a Getty image of like some old guy, and it just says, "Well, guess I'll just die." Suffer. I swear they didn't get this one, despite everything. It's still you, but maybe it's okay. Well, let's just give it a whirl, I guess. I wonder if the order of these changes, or if it's like a similar order every time, or same order every time. If it's the same order, I'm gonna run into like the weirdo on day, what is it, like 3 or 4 or whatever it was. Hmm. There's someone else she looks like to me, and I'm trying to think of what it is. Yeah, I think we're good. What do you mean? What? No, I missed something. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was wrong. My bad. Okay, so it does change then. That's good to know. That's at least new information. I did look through that pretty quickly, to be fair, but that's just because I kind of was assuming it was going to be the same. I was trying to see if I saw anything like specifically different. I wonder what was missing in that first one. Or, like, what was amiss, is what I actually meant to say. What went awry? The machine already knows if you're wrong or not. Why are you... Look. We're just, we're fulfilling a test on whether or not we should be replaced by AI, I guess. Oh. Okay. Guess this is our life now. That'd be ridiculous to have that, but that's such a cool life. Got a funny little shark, too. Oh, okay. How you enjoying your, yeah, your little friends at breakfast time, huh? You got, you know, you're eating with Mr. Elephant and Mr. Bunny. Having just a fun old time here. Mr. Bunny's eyes look a little lower than I think they should be, but, you know, it's whatever. I'm not the one that manufactured the, Oh, hey, look, there's a giant frog. Kind of want to get a gigantic plushie and just have it sit on my couch. It's always a shame, they're so expensive. Like, oh. Hey, how you guys doing? Everyone just, watching me go up the stairs, huh? Just, how we doing this then? Oh. Can I escape? Cool. Bet you guys later. We're gonna run into any problems, are we? Oh fuck, I didn't mean to hit clear. I didn't mean to hit clear. I knew it was danger. I'm sorry. Stupid. Why did I instinctively just hit the first button I saw? I'm sorry, I clearly commented that it was... that it changed. I know it changed because they were watching me from the stairs. I saw the change. I'm sorry. Apparently you agree. Yeah, apparently it looks fine. I just immediately hit the first button I saw. That was such, like, monkey brain. First thing I see, I'm just like, button hit, here you. Do you think that... I don't think this is true, but imagine that they have data for every time someone hits, like, agree or danger, like a clear or danger on them, and they see someone just hits clear on that one, they're just like, why? Like, what? Sorry, that's my bad. Please don't make this look like a bad review. Myself from the past. Talking to myself from the past. So hopefully my current future, or my current self doesn't make my future self stupid. Oh, you're looking at me this time. Oh, nice, that's cool. I was waiting for something with you, specifically. I knew that they were going to do something with you at some point. You little freak. Okay. We don't hit the first button we see this time. We hit danger. Thank you. I was just typing exactly that. You're the first one to hit clear. Look, I'm just doing everything that you're gonna type before you type it now. I'm in your head already. It's dangerous. It is dangerous indeed. How you doing, Jason? I wouldn't be surprised if this painting follows you at some point. It doesn't appear to follow you right now. It seems like it stays in place. But I wouldn't be surprised later on if it does. Hey, how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. I messed up one of these a second ago. A very obvious one that I just hit, like, I just immediately ran down and hit the wrong button. Just because it was literally the first button I could see. Because I was too busy making making fun of the plushes, and I'm like, oh yeah, this house is clear, even though it's clearly the most unclear house I've ever seen in my life. Doing well. Nice. I enjoyed this game when I did it. Yeah, it seems cool so far. I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot more than the Exit 8, I gotta say. That they listed as, yeah, part of me doesn't want to keep doing the comparison, but also it's like, wow, I was just... Oh, nope. Hey, how you doing, pal? Oh. You son of a bitch. I turned around because I wasn't sure if I could, like, get the, I was turning around if I like because when we listened to the girl, we got a trophy out of that listening to her talk, the one under the stairs. So I didn't and, like it had some sort of beat difference. Yeah, face a little silent Greta. So I didn't know if there was something to do with that. Okay, so we gotta juke some of these people and then gotta dodge and weave. I'm actually invested in watching this. Yeah, I like this. But yeah, the only reason, like, part of the reason I compare it so much to that game is, like, it's the other game that I've played that's very, very similar to this. And obviously they listed, the second part is because they listed this as, oh, hey, the picture isn't here this time. But they listed that game as, like, one of their inspirations. So. Ooh, she's at the table this time. How fun. Keeping things interesting, eh? Can I have that bread? Just gonna grab that out of your hand real quick if you don't mind. Oh, hey, the little creep's under the table too. Oh, she's allowed. Oh, I see. So it's like some Harry Potter situation. Okay. Just talking about her picture following you. She's like, hold my beer. Yeah. Oh, we get to see the. I mean, I guess we got to see the kid earlier. Before. Hey, I'm gonna walk over all your food if you don't mind. But this is the first time we've gotten to see him in this position with the like the bag over his head taken off. Was she facing towards us? Or was she facing towards the food last time? Because that feels like a weird position. Oh no, this is different. This is 100% different. The food changed. I got your ass. You thought you could fool me. I'm the greatest detective that's ever lived. Wait, what? Okay, I guess I'm not the greatest detective that's ever lived. Okay, maybe the food was the same for that one, but that is different food than every other time we went through there. Oh, it is? Okay, it was the same. Okay, I think that one's gonna be a clip later. I will go back and watch this. In fairness to me, it literally was different than every other time I've been in the house. So, like, I did notice it was different. I just didn't notice it was different upon the first entry of the... Whoops. Okay. I'll pay more attention. Yeah, because this is normally what it looks like here. So I was expecting it to look like this. Okay, there's no little freak under the table. Kid's not moving. TV's not TVing. I think we're in the clear. Unless there's like someone out the front. I haven't really been like I've been looking here and there, but like I don't know if the game, because I haven't found anything on the outside portion of it yet. I don't know if the game actually has that as a what the fuck? Okay, I guess I missed something there. Hey, Horizon redeems VIP. All right. So goodbye, Brafiki. Hello, Horizon. The Horizons call VIP, and the price goes up by 1. So now the next person that buys it will have to pay 159 and save. Unrelated, I mean, whatever, but I lowered the price of the Do a Flip. It was raised when I was doing the Hollow Knight streams. Because of, like, that was like a thing I had to do quickly. At least when I was trying to be on track. Oh, hey, how you doing? Just staying outside. When I was trying to be on track in terms of beating Devin, and Sam kept making me flip my character every like 2 seconds, so I upped the price. But now that that's not really an issue anymore, I have lowered it back down to 1,500 as opposed to 5,000. Because 5,000 is a lot for something that only lasts for 15 minutes. How you doing, man?
How can an empty presence enable and inflict so much suffering?
He's got the mask. There, I faced my past. I like that I can like slowly cover the shadow over his face as I like look up and down. It's only ever inside. That's good. It's good to know. You're on a pretty bad losing streak here. I am, but to be fair, at least one of them was completely self-inflicted. So, like, not my lack of. Not due to, like, just missing something. It was like I had discovered, obviously, because I had discovered, like, the difference, and then I just whiffed it entirely. Okay, so let me guess. There's a possibility I come downstairs and he's not at the window anymore. And that'll be, like, the change, specifically. No, he's still there. He's got the mask. When will the trophy ding happen? Nobody knows. There it is. Okay. Yeah, see, that one was clear. Because the thing happened, but that's not, like, nothing changed in between there. Yeah, there's a trophy, by the way, for finishing, to get them all, for finishing the workday, which is getting 8 right in a row. Every time you mess one up, it resets, and every time you die, it resets. Complete all cabins. I need to complete each cabin once, obviously. Which includes, that means I'm gonna have to wait till the stuffed animal one comes back and make sure I actually hit the right one next time. Hungry Han, so we gotta face the kid, we gotta face the mom at some point. And then something about a reflection, something with balloons, something about a picture, and then whatever the hidden trophy is, which we're not gonna look at. I don't know if you can platinum this, to be honest. Well, you can't because there's no platinum, so, but, got him. If the other thing comes up with, like, the diagram in the middle of the room, I am gonna let myself die to that character, because I'm curious if one of the trophies is maybe, like, dying every way that. So that would be, like, kind of neat. If not, whatever. Are you moving? It sounded like you were moving a bit, like the door was. No? Never mind. Like, I heard that noise over and over again, so I thought it was like maybe this door like slightly closing and opening, like the metal, but maybe not. Oh well. Same thing. Tisk tisk. Hello, frog. Every time you get it right, you never have to encounter it again, just FYI. Yeah, I suppose that's good knowledge to know. That's obviously like exit. And then that must be insane. I thought the lighting wasn't like this, but I don't have any proof that it wasn't. I could cheese it, but I feel like it's it's just out of the spirit of choosing it. To be honest, I should just take the L, and then if I mess it up, or if I do get an L out of it, then I'll. Wait, what? The fuck? Okay, well, yeah, of course I died there. What the fuck is that shit? Cool, thanks, man. Dude was like, I removed your buttons. I made the joke earlier about the guess I'll just die meme, but that is literally the most guess I'll just die meme ever. Good. Let's give it a whirl. Well, technically the fire's moving, so it's not good. One of these days something's gonna be underneath that fucking bed. Okay, now the lighting's always like this then. Do something, frog. I can't believe Tim never commented on the frog. Like when I pointed that out to him. I know he probably walked away very soon after, but still, that son of a bitch. How dare he? Well. Okay, so if I just like hear anything, I just like I book it. Okay. Gotta run for your life. I guess I have to. Alright. Well, the thing is, if they do show back up again, then I'll like be prepared for like those type of situations to happen, I guess. Oh, what the hell? You little freak. You're a freak. I barely saw you in the background. Yes. Isn't that you? Yeah, it is me. That is my character. There's like I don't know if I mean I don't want the answer to this, but you know I don't know if there's like implications that we are this character or like there's some weird like shape shifting these characters becoming us. I mean I know that the thing is to probably go up there and hit danger, but I can't say that I'm not intrigued on the idea of what this might be.
911, what's your emergency? I see, sweetie, but I'm sure they love you. Being a parent can be really hard. Is there anything I can help you with? Are they there now?
Nope. Nope. Out of here. Fuck you. Nope. Nope. was gonna say, like, dude, if he just stayed at the bottom of the stairs, I have no chance of getting anything. It's just no shot. Like, he's blocking my one exit, and I don't, like, it seems like you can get, based on that, you can get close and even maybe slightly touch them, but, you know, if they, like, run all the way into you, you're screwed. Should we slow down a little bit in terms of checking some of these out? I know I'm acting like a professional, but there's been a couple I've missed that have had changes that I haven't actually noticed or changes. I also realize I'm not really checking the floor either. I mean, I am vaguely as I'm walking over it, but I'm not like... I don't think this is like the first time I've actually made an effort to look at the floor. One of these days that frog will do something, and I'll be here for it. Seems fine to me, man. Think we're good. Yep. A couple ones that gave me goosebumps playing this. Yeah, this has a pretty good atmosphere to it. Like, I will say one thing to compare it to Exit 8 is that Exit 8 definitely felt like a... Exit 8 kind of felt like, to me, this is going to be a random poll. I like to pull up this movie every now and again. It's more of a TV special, actually, but, you know, it's like, what, 3 or 4 episodes, so it's pretty much a movie of a thing called The Langoliers, which is a Stephen King book, but it became like a TV special. And I think it's really good at building atmosphere, like really, really good at building atmosphere, until it gets to the part where it shows the monsters, because it's like a 90s movie, and so the CGI from the monsters were just terrible, just dog shit, absolutely awful. And I've been of the opinion for many years now that if you just like remade only the CGI monsters in that movie and kept everything else the same, I think that movie would hit a lot better. Because it's really some genuinely good, like, I guess, yeah, so I guess that's one horror movie that I really, really enjoy. To bring back that discussion earlier, rather, about like horror properties. But yeah, the Exit 8 definitely feels like a void of nothing more than this game. This game, I feel like an inspector that's going in, obviously, and I mean that's the point, right? Like, there's two different what do you call it? There's two different goals at play, so of course they're going to feel differently for that. But like, just to point out like a strength that the previous thing did. But yeah, this definitely does feel like a creepy cabin as you're going through them, even though like you're obviously in a warehouse and you can kind of see in the background that you're in a warehouse. But like the fact that the lighting immediately changes every time you go into it sells it well, and the light, like the all the shadows and such, and obviously all the horror elements too. But like, I think it does a good job. What the? Ah, you took the frog away, you bastard. Oh no, the house is on fire. Sucks to be you. Oh. It sucks to be me, actually. I see now. Okay, so this is like the... So we're getting the hell out of here. So that's clearly haunted. Yeah. Good use of the Daxter scream, by the way. I think this is why Alien holds up pretty well. They almost never actually show the xenomorph in full. Yeah, because the limitations of yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I guess to be fair too, I've also seen Jaws, although I don't immediately think of Jaws as like a horror type of franchise, even though it, like, you know, It feels a little bit more schlocky, which, I mean, there's plenty of schlocky horror films, to be fair, but, so I've seen all 4 Jaws, and really, there's only one good one, but... Did you fix the sensitivity in the option? Like, good. The jump scares off? No, on. Wait, oh, Jesus fucking Christ! You so... You... Ah, damn it. I was like, man, have we been missing? Ah, fuck. Alright. That's pretty good. Now, you know what? While we're here, we'll turn the sensitivity up. Hey, that's the... I was wondering. That's probably the hidden trophy, right? Find the optional jumps. Yeah, that's the frog trophy. I'm glad I didn't actually read the description. I just saw the title of the trophy or the achievement being called Boo on Steam. That's good. Actually, that one. Okay, that one definitely got me 100%. That's pretty. Yeah. That's why I wanted you to check. That's fair. Schlocky, like I guess cheesy is like another word for it. Like like a lot of the ow. That's so. There's gotta be a way for me to edit that on my end because it sounds fine on the stream end. Every time I've heard it from the stream end watching it, that sounds fine volume wise, but it blows out my eardrums every time I hear it. Which is part of the funny aspect of it, but like I pretty much have to stop talking half the time when it plays because it's like I can't think and otherwise I feel like I'm gonna have to yell over it. Anyway. That was good. Yeah, that's fair. Good bit. I was sitting there thinking, like, either A, this thing is not actually off. Oh, you're hiding. I see. How you doing? Oh, you, like, constantly spin. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Okay, I can't catch you. That's fine. This place is too crazy for that. Anyway. Nope. It's spooky time. That counts as a song reference. I hate how that looks when you're that close. Yeah, because it's not. I don't think it's like obviously like a 3D. Oh, what the hell? Oh, for some reason that didn't look like. Looked a bit different to me. I don't know why. One of these days you'll. One of these days I think you will be like following me with the painting. In terms of your eyes, although last time I was thinking that what happened is you jumped out of the painting. And we're just standing there like a fucking psycho. See, I was expecting one of these like sort of situations to be like this would like kind of open and close a little bit, and like, or maybe like the T maybe would have like some sort of like move slightly or something. And that's not a complaint, by the way. It's just like that's kind of where my mind's been going towards when I look at some of these. Oh. Okay. So it's not a thing to talk to you, huh? Because I think there's a trophy for you to face Hungry Hans, but I guess he's got to be hungry for that to. Okay, well, whatever. We won't worry about it. Anyway, Spooky Town. Have you played Resident Evil 7? I have not. I was saying earlier, though, that I dislike some of these like I dislike some of those games because I feel like some of those creatures. I mean, they are otherworldly creatures, but no, actually, see ya. Nope. See you later, man. Bad place. I was wondering when they were gonna do something with the bed. I had a feeling that eventually they were gonna, like I mentioned it a little earlier. If I were to try Resident Evil, it'd probably be 4. As like a starting point. Like if I were to like fully play one, but because I played like a little bit of it. But I really don't like the clunky tank controls of like the original types, because I've seen a bit of gameplay of those. I would hate those. Okay. Cool. We're out of here. Fuck that. Anyway, this place sucks too. See you later. We did it! Hooray! Balloon party, everybody. Horizon didn't believe me. Or didn't believe in me, rather. Alright. Well, that's day 1 done, right? So. Just gonna go on home, yeah. Good job, it's time to go home. Your cabin factory family. Okay. Alright. That's kind of funny, actually. Hell yeah, we have like a Pixar dance party at the end of our film. What a weird fucking game. I actually enjoy this. You know what? Actually, hold on a second. You know what? Where is it? Oh, sorry, we got a trophy on the trophy. Woo. Anyway, yeah, fuck it, I'll buy it. Whatever. Actually, let me make sure I even have money on the account before I play. So, do I have any money left on this? We do. All right. Cool. Yeah, sure. Fuck it, we'll buy it. Ow. Please. Oh my god, this menu is abysmal in terms of PlayStation's menu. Everything's lagging for me. There we go. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, hold on, we'll buy it on mobile. I hate having to do this every time. Son of a bitch. Because obviously I'm not putting in my password last stream. That's not happening. But I will purchase it. On, let's see, don't think it's still in my parts here. On mobiles, and so I don't have to fuck with that. Confirm purchase, yeah. Oh, okay, I gotta enter my password here though. Nope, it's a different password. Let's definitely not say it out loud though. There's only a few passwords I actually know because I use a password manager for like a bunch of my other stuff. But they're like if someone like broke into my stuff, they wouldn't be able to break into the vast majority of my things because they're all different passwords. But out of the, like there are a few that I do know, and it's this is definitely one of the passwords I know on hand because I always have to sign in for some stupid shit. Anyway. Why is it not? It usually loads the thing underneath it so that I can properly. Why is the internet running like shit right now? That's terrible. Is that messing up on? I mean, the stream end's fine, so I don't know. It's just something with the PS5s. I mean, the giant pain in my ass. How strange. Anyway. Yeah, we bought this, so that's cool. I won't be doing this one on stream for obvious reasons, like the PS4 stack. There's really no reason to mess with that. But we will be continuing the PS5. So if that's not an indication that I enjoyed this, that I actually went out of my way to buy the other stack, especially when it doesn't even have a platinum, so it's not like I like getting trophies even if there's not a platinum, but obviously the platinum's more enticing when it comes to sort of situations because funny number, dig into brain to be. Oh, sorry, I've been missing a bunch of. Oh, have I been missing a bunch of funny stuff? Hold on. My bad. There's been just a cool. Okay, let's actually see what we've maybe missed while I've been trying to buy things. Oh no, it literally just starts there. Okay, so I didn't miss anything. Never mind. Cool. See, this is the type of picture they would have like above the urinal at like an Italian restaurant or something. Not like an Olive Garden, like not like a real Italian restaurant, but like a for everyone. Oh hey, look, there's us with our kid, probably, question mark. Yeah, this is like the. Yeah, this game's a lot more detailed, like graphics wise than I would have expected. Like this does kind of look like a real house. Like the textures are a lot higher up than I would have thought. But yeah, if that's not an indication I enjoyed the game, the fact that I went on my way to buy it, then I don't know what to tell you. Go buy it yourself. And if you want to buy it yourself, be sure to check out the link from that command, either the Steam one or PlayStation, or search up the name The Cabin Factory on the. Oh hey, look, there it is. It's so that was us, I guess. Cool. We used our experience as a. Oh, so are we the little girl? We are the actual little girl that survived the situation. Then we got funny little frog there. Okay, what am I missing trophy-wise? We're missing mother. Oh, it's not over yet. I see. Okay. Is this gonna get me the reflection one? Yep, had a feeling that would be the case. Despite everything, it's still you. Shout out to that Undertale reference, by the way. At least I assume that's an Undertale reference. That's definitely the thing I think of immediately when I think of despite everything, it's still you. Thank you for playing. You're welcome, video game. $24 left. Oh, okay, good. So it also, that was one thing I liked a lot about the exit when you finish it the first time. Is it gave you like how many are left. So I like that this game also has that. 24. Huh? We can probably bust those out. Face Hungry Hans and face and Part from Mother. I am gonna look up what these two specific trophies are, but I will try to do the rest of these like the 24 houses without fucking with it. Real quick. That's fine, I didn't need my eardrums anyway. Shout out to Jack and Dexter. So let's update this on good old PlayStation. Okay. Okay, there's not a. Oh, hey, look, it finished. Oh, you know, that's why it's been running like shit, because it was downloading a game. So, like, it was making my thing go slower in terms of loading stuff. Got a good number of cabins in the game. Yeah, it's pretty good. That seems like, what, like probably like 50 or so, if we count the ones I already did, because obviously I did the 8 to win, but there was plenty of what we did before that, so. But then, yeah, I guess if it never actually changes the cabin until I finish it properly, then probably just run through this, I guess. Oh, okay, yeah, this place. Okay, immediately. everything. Well, actually, I guess. Never mind. If nothing changes about this after it's upside down, like if it stays fully upside down, then also this is sick as fuck as an idea. By the way, I like this. Lets me actually see some of these things from the where I haven't been able to see the ceiling as well. Yo, want to make out? You're apparently my my husband from the past. Or sorry, no, you're my father. Never mind. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I forgot. I was the little girl actually in the scenario. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I forgot the order of operations here. Oh, the frog is still underneath. How fun. Right, psych. Alright. JK. I didn't mean it. Oh, this is different? Yeah, this is different for sure. I don't remember the fucking. Yeah, that had to be different. Okay. Really? Okay, I guess it did have. It's crazy. I guess I was so used to looking at the floor from the other perspective that I just didn't, I misunderstood. Cool. You're the one. Fucking. You son of a bitch. I thought it was the one previously. I thought it was the one previously where she runs out of the bathroom and chases me. So I was like, I'm prepared for this time, right? I'm gonna run out. Right. It's fine. Okay, this is that one from before, which means we gotta run past her this time, though. See, this doesn't count as Hungry Hans, though, so I do wonder how I gotta get to him. Too late, you're catching a case. Look, I forgot things, alright?
What do you think you'll find outside? Absolutely nothing.
You know who this lady reminds me of a little bit? She reminds me of the lady from the Quarry. Like the mom of the Hacketts. I forget her name, but like the old matriarch from the Hackett's family, you know, Chris Hackett and Travis Hackett.
You want to leave, Greta?
Oh, sorry, you don't understand. I forgot she was kid. No, I'm the kid in the scenario.
That's totally fine. But your brother will stay here.
It's nice.
And he will not be happy when he hears you abandon
I'm playing
him.
the kid, alright? That's different.
And abandon your poor mother.
Get wrecked, scrub. I've played Call of Duty Zombies before, you freak. I know how this works. Alright, get the hell out of my way. Hey, clearly this place is haunted. I guess you're not in trouble then, just weird. That's fair. I'll take that. Yeah. Your Honor, he's just weird. If it pleases the court. This guy's a little freak. In this case, it's not illegal. Well, it is illegal, but this person's not in trouble for it being illegal. Hans, let me get your trophy. Hungry child who has a bag or has a like towel over his head. Blanket's probably the word I'm looking for actually. A small blanket. A blanket not even sized up for you properly. No. Okay, we'll see you later. Well, this place is obviously haunted as a motherfucker, so Danger. Jace, if you're still here, do you know, like, if... Are these missable trophies? The Face of Mother and Face Hans, or am I guaranteed to get them as I'm clearing the cabins? Because I didn't see a trophy guide, and I kind of don't want to, like, look up too much of the game. And the risk of, like, I don't really want to spoil any of the remaining cabins. Now you'll get them. Alright, cool, cool. That's all I need to know. So we still have the one where the kid opens the door and chases after me, and we still have the... we still have the one where... we still have the one where all the flushes are like filling up the house that I knew was wrong, but I just like absolutely hit the wrong button. Yeah, that place seems fine to me. Okay, well, fuck me then. Oh, cool. That one's immediately bad. See ya. Oh. Oh, it's this one again. I was ready for you this time, you bastard. I'm still ready for you. Get away from me, papa. What's in your hand? What's in your hand, you little freak? Sorry, I shouldn't call you a freak. You're apparently my brother from the past or something. I guess the house is like that normally, yeah. Just never like... You don't usually see it from that end. Well, that was a bad place to be. Want to know what you got wrong in that one? I mean, if it happens again, I guess. But if it's the same house... Otherwise I'm good, I'll just... Part of it I know is that I'm rushing through these. And so like I'm on, like now that there's less of them, I am rushing through them a bit, and so I'm realizing that I'm not actually stopping as much as I should be. Oh hey. Join that TV with your frog there, buddy? Glad to hear it, pal. Well, I mean, assuming nothing changed from the upstairs, we should be fine. Yeah. Like, obviously I can't tell what's in the upstairs till I get up there, but this game feels like it does a pretty good job of it. Like, I don't feel like any of them have been cheap as far as I know, so... I mean, some of them are probably harder to tell than others, obviously. But that's fine, I expect that on a few of these. Just making sure that this is not one of those. I guess there could be something with these, for example, right? Like maybe one of these changes how they look as we come down. I've been looking when I initially come in to see if they're moving, but I guess I haven't been seeing to see if they actually change how they look. So it could be something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if at least one of these cabins or those things hang over the edge there. Where's the plushy cabin? Damn it, bring it back. I'm sorry that I messed it up. Please give me another chance. I know that's like the most obvious one in the world, and I messed it up, but I deserve a second chance of this. Ah, I see that I am potentially fucked here. Yep. Interesting. 19 left. Okay, so that one, like, the reason I jumped down there is because it looked like there was another one coming up the stairs, and so I was trying to get in between them, but I couldn't, like, see too well on that. Interesting that they brought that mechanic back, but, that person might not have ever come up all the way to that, so maybe I could have chilled. For example, the previous diorama one had a, there was a spot for me to stand where, like, it didn't really attack me. Okay, so we got, in terms of the 19 that are left, we got the diorama one, we got the, Sid chasing us from outside the hidden, I guess, basement area. We got, the plushy one, at least, that's like 3 out of the 19. Presumably we have one for the mother and the Hungry Hans thing, so there'll be another 2, however those show. Oh, hey, nice, cool. Neat. So TB, the remote obviously moving on that one. Oh, it changes on here too, that's cool. Nice. Yeah, it says R2 to run, I keep holding R1 to run, which actually works, by the way. Oh, she's immediately smiling at me like a freak. Good. Good start. That's how she looks underneath there. This is a brand new version of the house, as far as I'm aware. You know, what is he eating, actually? So it's like, there's an apple, and those are 2 pieces of bread over there, but like, is this... It looks kind of like bread, but like... It almost looks like a hot dog bun, but like, it's obviously not shaped like that. But like, I don't think it's like a... It's too large to be a bagel, I think. Bone Froggy's kind of remote. Look, the frog overlord that will kill us all is, sometimes you just gotta live with it. I didn't even notice the remote was up here before, where it was next to the frog the other time there. Ooh, that changed. Wait, did it? No, it didn't. No? Maybe. I feel like it did. I'm gonna go with it did. I feel like he moved his hand slightly. I don't think it was like a major move, but I think it was a little bit. So, and I almost hit... Okay, never mind. It was clear. Never mind. I'm just psyching myself out, apparently. That's devs making games hard for me. What? Also, how you doing, Giant J? What are you talking about? Sorry, I probably didn't read that after I made whatever comment I made, so... Okay. We've already seen this one in the past, so we're just gonna hit clear. Yep. It's probably some weird, obscure European bread. Europeans will make bread in 700 different shapes and have a completely different name for all of them. That's fair. Yeah. I guess his hand just normally is there, huh? Weird. I think with all the different variants of the houses, sometimes it's easy to like. So, unlike the Exit, where sometimes it's hard to tell what has changed, this game, every single cabin is different, and so it's like, well, like, yeah, I guess every single cabin is different, but knowing, like, you have to tell, is the difference happening, like, you know, you get so focused on seeing, like, is there anything moving, or is something changing in between that sometimes you forget, like, if the change was, in that case, that wouldn't be the case, because it doesn't change for the most part, but, you know, situation where, like, is the change because of, this being a new cabin, or is it a change that happened, like, mid-cabin? You fuck. So much.
I'm not your daughter anymore. You can't hurt me.
Thank you. Okay, I've faced my past. Danger. These aren't bad, like, tiny little jump scares, you know? Like some mannequin-ass shit. Like, it's nice. Just like, oh shit, she's just right there in front of the... Like, you finally think you're in the clear. Oh, this is fucking creepy as shit. Alright, hold on, let me get behind everyone. Time for the photo. Oh, come on, move. Mom, please move, I want to be in the photo. Alright, whatever. Then I'm gonna block my... I think it's cool if I block my future self. Oh, what? God. Don't. Jack and Daxter, please stop destroying my... Alright, I don't know why my jaw has been unhinged like a snake. Anyway. Cheese. I like how I mean, they all look unnatural anyway, but like... This one especially looks unnatural, because he always looks like a miserable fuck every time you see a picture of him. Or every time you see him, like, they're eating at the table. Oh, 100%. When we come down, they're either going to have frowns, or they're going to be placed around, like, a little bit, or the order of them is going to change. Like, something like that's going to happen. There's no shot that stays the same. No shit, is it? Wow. Huh, okay. How's Cabin Factory going? How you doing, Rafiki? I would recommend buying this game. I did. I was gifted the PS5 stack, and wouldn't you know it, I bought the PS4 stack live on stream, so it's fun. Which I'll do in my own time. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, we know this one already. But I'll show this for Rafiki just as an example. So this one's... The cabin changes every time, and so you have to tell if there's movement or not. Now, the cabin being different from the previous cabin does not mean movement. What means movement is when you come upstairs and you're looking at all this stuff, you're like, do, and you turn around, and now all of a sudden... Hold on. Oh, does it change sometimes? Like, sometimes... Are there different variants of the same one, where it's like, sometimes it's movement, sometimes it's not? Hold on, did we just crack some crazy-ass code with this? Because last time we looked at this, it was definitely... Or is it because I'm, like, looking down the stairs as I'm... Hold on, let me come up to it. Wow. So they have, like, two different... Do they have two different variants for all the different ones? That'd be insane. Or is there maybe just two different versions of the... I guess that could be the case, too. There could be two different versions of the... of that particular house. That'd be nuts if they had like 100 different house configurations. Well, some of these I guess would have to be changed due to like the way in which they chase you. Oh, okay. How you doing, you little freak? Yeah, okay. That's a typical anomaly game. Yeah, but I don't know. There's some like funny aspects of this one. I mean, I guess red would probably be a better guess. Like better reviewer of it in the sense that he's played a bunch of these type of games. I enjoy this. I enjoy this a lot more than I enjoyed Exit 8. Sir, how are we supposed to stay warm in the winter cold here now with you breaking out our window? What a dick. Think about what you've done, sir. There. 12 more to go. But there was definitely a lot of good highlights of this stream, so if it's a game you feel like you're gonna play, I would say, like, just buy it, but if it's a game you don't feel like you'd play, then definitely watch the stream back, I would say. I'll definitely be grabbing some clips of this in the future. Yo, hey, it's me. High five, buddy. It would be kind of cool to like go to one of these like creepy ass cabins though. Like if a company actually made a bunch of these type of cabins where it's like creepy, scary bullshit, like that'd be cool. They'd probably play it. Well, let me tell you what. I can't show it now because I already bought it, but this is on sale right now on the big PlayStation sale going on. So instead of $299, it's $209 in terms of, you know, USD. So, you know, cool. There's no platinum to it, but it's just, there's trophies obviously involved. PS4 version is different from the PS5 version in the sense that, like you had to buy them separately, but... Anyway, everything seemed cool in that. Yeah. 11 houses left. But yeah, I guess if it's a game that seems like you would want to play it, I would say not to spoil the rest of it. There's not a whole lot left. How you doing, Dad? Cool. A freak. Also, don't look. I mean, I don't think you would anyway, but don't look up a guide for it. I almost hit clear again, just out of like instinct. Okay. Just because it was like the first option again. Silly me. Oh, we saw this one last time. I messed this one up because I said it changed because of the food. Oh, again, I did the opposite. I literally had said I hit that one different because of the food, as in indicating that it was actually clear when I thought that it was not clear. I did it. Son of a bitch. Are you finished this on PS4? No, I got a PS5 copy as like the review copy of it. I'll tell you what, if you want to play it yourself, where is it? Exclamation mark gifted, which I update what it says every time there's a new thing I got gifted. In this case, it's of course the Cabin Factory. There's a link for the PlayStation Store and on Steam. It's also on Xbox if you're an achievement hunter, and on Switch if you, you know, aren't allowed to have a real. One of these is going to be this door opens behind me, and she chases me out, so I'm just going to have to deal with that. I wonder if this is the one where it changes, though. I'm definitely getting closer to, that one particular one, but yeah, I don't know. I don't notice anything like immediately wrong with it, so alright, cool. That's probably the same one from earlier then. watch the clip of this one after you hit the button? That was a different one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll just see if we, because eventually we're just gonna be hitting the ones that are the same ones here. So in that case, I'll just say like screw it, and you know, either ask for the answer or finally figure out what the hell I'm missing on those two. Definitely whittling down the amount. Yeah, because the food's not changing. Sometimes I wonder if she's like following my ass in the picture, but I don't think so. Just kind of how it looks because it's facing forward. Hmm. Okay, we're clearly at the last few that are a lot more subtle in their change than... Maybe it's like something like where these change or something? Like instead of it being this basket and this weird red bowl and this vase. It's like something different on that end. Is the one I missed in the earlier stream? Okay, so which one, what is the thing for that one then, specifically the one I just missed? Like a second ago. Because if I missed it twice now, then clearly I'm, my guess is it's probably something like on one of the cupboards or something. There's the fog? Or the frog? Frog. What was different about the frog on that one? What secrets do you hold, you little bastard? Oh, it grows? Oh, my, so I'm just like going downstairs too quickly, I see. Oh shit. Nope, nope. Fuck you. Nope, right here. Joke's on you, asshole. You caught me last time because I wasn't expecting you. You remember that one, though. Okay, I'll keep an eye on a growing frog, then. Okay, so this is the one where it changes. Okay, so there's two different variants of this, where, like, I turn around and... Yeah. So this is the one I should have had last time, and I just hit the wrong button like a fucking idiot. Anyway. Right up there with when I called myself the Grace Detective, and then I immediately whiffed it. Okay. So that one just... Okay, so she doesn't come around the corner then, so that one just goes up and down. What happens to the other one, though? That one goes back and forth. So I gotta time this in such a way that the, where the brother is gonna be, like... Can I get past him? I can get past him. Okay, let's do it. I can get past your ass. Okay, good, we good. Oh, I was right there, what the fuck? Damn it. I was so close to... There. Tisk tisk. At least we had a good strategy for that one. Obviously last time what happened is I sat there like an Like, I thought the thing was gonna come up to the top and chase me, but it did not, so... what is your deal? Okay, so you're not growing, so it's not that one. Yep. Yep. I was waiting for you, finally. Yeah. Okay, so we have a growing frog, we have the diorama one, we have whatever one we're missing. Every single time we go back in there, I guess. And then 4 other ones, which are some sort of something. The Hungry Hans is also one of them. Which is different, as far as I can tell, from the other 3 that we were talking about previously. So that should be 4 out of the 7, then there's like 3 unknown ones yet. Hmm. Wonder if it's like... Oh, there you go. Yep. I knew this was going to be one of the things eventually. I knew for a fact that it was going to be something with that damn picture at one of these points. I was waiting for that. Son of a bitch, I got you that time. I wish things would move in a demonic circle. What, like the characters moving? Like, do you mean like the diorama one I just did? Or attempted to do, like a little bit ago? Or do you mean just in general? Get your fucking haunted house or haunted Disney haunted mansion ass away from me, you freak. Okay, we're gonna get the growing frog. Not today, apparently. Like, I don't want to hit... I don't want to hit no on any of them if I don't actually know what the thing is that's changing. So, like, to me, I didn't see anything that, like, changed. I'm gonna hit clear, but that might be wrong. Yeah. So, yeah, that one I have no idea. At all. 6 more. So that's one of the 6. Obviously, we have... Oh, hey, nice. Okay. So that one's like, if I wasn't like quick in terms of paying attention to it, that would have been an off one there. Okay, so 5 left. We got that one I keep missing. We got the it's the one I told you to watch the clip. Oh, the character being dragged. I obviously didn't see that when I first walked in. I see. Fair enough. Okay, we got this one before at one point. Okay, so this was the 3rd time here. Now, it's clear. It's clear, John. It's clear. You twice now you've hit. That's not... The first time you thought it was genuinely dangerous. The second time you knew it was clear and you hit the wrong button anyway. So you just rushed over to the wrong button. Okay, 4 left. So one of them's that kid, and then another one's like some weird ass shit. Coach Sam Chang redeems VIP. All right. Who it's stolen from this time? Why, it's the Horizon's Call. Loses it. And it goes to Coach Sam Chang. Welcome in, Sam. Got VIP, saved, change. Now, up the price, and now it's up to a whopping 160 for the next person to steal. How are you, beautiful? Doing pretty good. We're getting pretty close to the end of this. Okay, so one of them's this frog that he was talking about before, where the frog grows. The other one has to do with this kid, and then there's like a third one that I'm somehow missing. That like is some sort of change. That's, and then there's 3 other ones that account for something. I wonder if it's gonna be like something small, like dude just turns his head slightly or something, or maybe he has like a different expression. Thanks for the lurk. Okay, what do we got? Maybe something with your fucking face. We're gonna hit save, but I think there's probably something. There's either gonna be something with his face or something with this. Yeah, it's gonna be something either with the guy's face as he's sitting there, or it's gonna be something to do with the picture, like of the mother. Like maybe it's smiling like it is right here, and then like it's not in the next. Okay, like crazy stitch pattern there, and then like white with flowers on the other side. Fuck, is this one again? Okay, we can get it this time, actually, I think. Come on. No. No. Maybe. No. Okay. We can hide in the little alcove here and wait for him to just walk by. That's obviously what this exists for, I guess. Okay. Audio, please help me out here, audio. Damn it. That one's by the door still. Fuck. Yeah, alright. We're gonna have to sit there and like really focus in on that particular one. If you're still here, Jace, what is the other one I'm missing? Because there's two of them there, but I legitimately don't know the difference of the second one. The first one is very obvious. It's a diorama I need to escape from, but... like Stitch in that. Hungry Hans, I think. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I just don't know, like... why has it not been counting for anything? Like, usually, when I have to face the characters, I have to look at the... like, actually look at them. So, like, that's him up top, but I don't know why. I don't quite understand. I made it clear, but there's no show it's actually clear. Yeah, something about it's different. I'll hit danger next time then for sure, but just gonna run up. I already know which one this one's gonna be. Okay, let's actually watch this. So we've seen what the other two do. They just go back and forth. It's pretty easy to work with. So Mom seems to go from... she goes all the way to the bed and then circles back around. Hungry Hans is the plate upstairs. Oh, I did see that, but he never actually like talked to me, or like yeah, like I was looking at him and he never actually triggered with it. So that one's like gone now, I guess. Okay, so she goes to the door and then walks back, walks through here, does a loop, comes back through here. What does he do? Does he just go back and forth, left and right? I guess he just goes left and right the whole time. Well, I hope I haven't screwed myself over on that. Because I did clear that particular one, it's just like he didn't say a thing. So I might have to like upload this save to the save file, delete it on my console side, and then do that. Okay, we're in the clear. We got it. Nice. Okay, yeah, this house is obviously way different. Okay. So the question is, what am I missing on this house? It's clearly the last one, clearly something's different with it. Bear's not moving, that's orange. Nothing about those changed, I think. The bed doesn't appear to be any, like, different. I don't think anything's different with the painting. We already kind of did that one. 2 tankards and some sort of bowl. Maybe something to do with these sacks on the ground. Maybe a missing chair or something. Do you maybe get taken off? I feel like whatever it is like incredibly minor, and I'm gonna look like an idiot when I actually find out what it is. It all looks the same. I legitimately don't know what the actual... Does this door open slightly more? I don't think so. The food looks the same. I'm gonna hit danger, but I don't actually know the difference of this particular one. But I suppose it won't be a big deal because I'll just find it later, and then I'm sure there's some YouTube guide that has like all the changes. Cool. Yo. I am the employee of the month. Oh. Yeah, fuck all you other dorks, I win. To be continued. Well, that was cool. Alright, let me go. The thing is, I feel like I messed around with the whole, the bread situation quite a bit. I guess random mode? Hmm. Actually, random mode's probably not great for this. Unless we, do you remember what the Hungry Haunt? Okay, so I guess, okay, two questions, Jace, if you're still here. If you're not, it's fine, obviously. But, if you are, question number one would be, are there different, actually, no, I guess we solved that, because we saw that there were two different versions of the one. Which one is Hungry Hans? Is that like a clear, or is that a danger? Because the thing I could just do is sit here and hit the button, like, if it's a danger, for example, right, I could just hit the clear button over and over and over again on everything, so that we get through, like, a bunch of the clears, first and foremost. Although that might not be useful for random mode, I guess. And likewise, if it's a danger, or sorry, if it's a clear, then I just hit danger a bunch. But
911, what's your emergency? I see, sweetie, but I'm sure they love you. Being a parent can be really hard. Is there anything I can help you with? Are they there now?
sorry, I got like a message from Johnny. I was checking. He didn't realize you could miss the Hans one, but maybe he didn't stare at him long enough. Oh, yeah, not you. Sorry. I'm like half looking at the. I'm trying to look too much, and I'm also trying to look at the screen at what I'm doing, but. Like a record, baby, right, round, round. Right. Sorry, we'll change it up for this one so that we get a new song reference. You in my head, right round, when you go down, down. No, I didn't mean to hit the caps lock. That looks stupid if I just put ref as in like all caps. Damn it. Danger. The thing is, it's probably not it's probably not worth me doing random, because yeah, there's a chance it pops up quickly, but otherwise it's like, it's gonna take fucking forever. In the sense that, like, I have no idea. I guess I'll keep doing random until I get a, like a unique one, perhaps? Or sorry, until I get the same one twice. And then be annoyed that I did random. Okay, we know this one's the same. I don't even gotta fuck with it. Might be useful for me to miss some of these, actually. Oh yeah, he's looking at me that time. Maybe I'll miss like the 8th one. Actually, you know, I kind of see. I want to see what happens when you win random here. Once. What is it that you have in your hand when I come out of this? Weirdo. You freak. Anyway, as I'm trying to get this last trophy, I guess, obviously deny, or danger, really. Okay, game positives. Obviously for trophy hunters, it's pretty cheap. Are you gonna break the window on me? No, okay, that's like that's obviously the dad one where we get the looking at her dad. I think it's the one mom and dad are at the table of food, little girl under stairs. Oh, you're right, yeah, that'd be, okay, that's a good point, actually, yeah. Yep, you are correct on that. So I can tell immediately as soon as I round that corner whether or not it's actually has a chance of being the right one or not. For example, because she's in the painting, that means this one's not even worth my time. I am going to complete this one, though. Or at least attempt to complete it, just to see what happens when you win random mode. That's funny, I don't even think I noticed that there last time. I do think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's cleared though, because I think it is like that when you go up the, yeah. I just happened to miss that because I was being stupid. Actually, I guess I can tell just from the, because she won't be in the painting, right? So I could just tell from the porch. Like immediately. Oh, we're just gonna work on the assumption that's, if I can tell as soon as, like, if I see the painting. Unless, do I have to actually walk in to see if it's different? Let's find out real quick.
The brutal fire that burned a family alive took place in an isolated cabin in the woods.
It's just like... I'll go in for a few of these, I guess, just to see if it does actually change. If it changes even once in the next, like, say, 10 or so, I'll know for sure. You're what, you're the glass breaking one? You sure are. Ow. I just wanted to see if he wanted to hurt me or not. How dare he? That would have been a good one to test that on, actually, in the sense that, like, if the damn, if I would have been able to see the dad from the opposite end of the cabin there. Yeah, we'll do this for like another 5, and if it doesn't change, then I'm gonna assume that I'm accurate in terms of the, Huh. Okay, no, that proves to me that it does actually. You need to walk in because I didn't see that bunny in the way. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna give it like 5 attempts then, and if I don't get it on these, then I'm just gonna, I'll do it off stream the last little bit, because otherwise it's just gonna be me grinding out the last little bit here. Oh, no, you can see it outside. What the fuck? Huh. It does change it. Okay, you can actually see it outside then. I guess I just didn't see it because of the lighting, maybe? That's crazy. I'm gaslighting myself, not on purpose, but I'm definitely gaslighting myself at some point here. We'll do like, say, like 15 of these or something, and if we don't get it, then we'll just call it. Gaslight myself every day. All day, every day, baby. Gaslighting. Gaslighting and gasfighting. What is gas fighting? I don't know. It's fighting with gas somehow. You son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll do like about like 7 more of these. I haven't been counting. Okay, this is different. This is different. Is it the one? You fuck. I know it's not the one. It's so stupid. It's the...
911,
What's your emergency? Billy's crazy.
I'm sure they love you. Being a parent can be really hard. Is there anything I can help you with? Are they there now?
Yeah, that does prove though that for sure you can see the change before you walk in the door. So we've done science to... Science has been conducted and rapidly replicated multiple times now, because when the house was upside down we saw it, and also that particular one where she was outside of the damn painting. I guess there could be another thing. She could be in the painting and also at the table, but I don't believe that's true. But okay, we got another chance here. Another chance here, fellas. There we go. It is. I can't believe it. See, I was staring at this fucker the whole before. I was up here for quite... Okay. I guess I just maybe had to be, like, at level with them?
I swear
That's probably what it was.
protect you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Hans. Yeah, I think because mainly when I was doing it the whole time I was, like, up here and it wasn't giving it to me, so I guess I probably had to be, like, at level with the kid. Which she pulled off. Anyway. That's 100%, I believe. Cool. Alright. Well, I'll do the other version of this, like, off-stream. We'll delete that version because I don't need to fuck with it. Alright. Review time. Obviously, I'm gonna do it without spoilers because I don't... If there's some spoiler sections with it, I'll put, like, a timestamp in it, and I'm gonna put a timestamp in terms of when the actual gameplay starts. Maybe put some... I kind of broke up some of the, talking about, like, developers in the game, like, before I started it. A little bit of that got broken up about talking about other games, but I'll have one for, like, when the gameplay starts, and then for here when the... Ow. I'm glad we got that out of the way. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Getting the loud screaming, like Jak and Daxter, power cell or anything. Anyway, review. I think this is cool. It's definitely... I haven't played... so far I've played like 2 of these type of games. If you count like the more PT-esque type of games, which this game references, like the description of this game references as like the like spiritual kind of precursor to these type of games, which makes sense obviously. Then I've played 2 of those type of games plus Exit 8, so I played like I guess 3 of these kind of general-ish type of games. So this would be number 4 here. So far I think... Well, I guess it's unfair to really count PT, because PT was, like, much more high budget, obviously. So it's like, yeah, it's obviously better, because it's... I had, like, the crazy, Konami funding. But, in terms of, like, these smaller games, it's definitely I definitely enjoy this one a lot more than Exit 8. I think it's probably unfair to really count this against, Rat Shaker, because, like, it's like a different vibe going on. I liked how much that this game like had like humor interjected into it in ways that were like creepy, funny. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, what the fuck? You go through a bunch of like I could see someone who's maybe more prone to being like super scared of things, being like, for example, if you turn down the stairs and you're just like, oh, there's a creepy stuffed animals are staring at you. Maybe that's like a huge jump scare for people that are more like horror prone, like maybe Purge or the stream Purge Mist might be like that. Because I know he doesn't like horror stuff. But I don't know for sure. Anyway, the point being that when it comes to, I guess that's just. I won't use any more examples, but yeah, we'll just say that there are stuffed animals at one point. But maybe I'll cut that part for the review. Yeah, maybe I'll put like a quick timestamp and be like, "Hey, I accidentally spoiled one any little part of the game, even if it's not a big deal." But yeah, generally, I guess to do a more generalized version of that, it's there's some humor injected into it that I find fun, and then maybe for people that are more horror prone to like being scared, that you know, that'd be more like horror based for them. But like I find it to be funny in some of the aspects of like, oh, you know, like what the hell, like a, you know, like more of a startle than like a jump scare or a surprise. The hidden trophy / achievement, obviously don't look at it, but that was a good bait. You know, kind of the wacky way in which a couple of the endings work in terms of when you do all the houses eventually, and versus when you like finish like the first run. It's pretty cool. Hey, it's Peach Cola. No, it's Peach Cola. Actually, I just said it was Peach Cola. How you doing, Peach? I was just doing the review section of this game. We just finished beating it, and I know it says like it. It is a technical foul indeed. Anyway, we just finished 100%ing it. What was Peach Cola playing? Star Wars something or other. Can I spell it right? I sure can. Love ketamine so much. I love so much I put it all on crotch. On the crotch. You don't know whose crotch, just the crotch. The famous crotch. It's been well known. Playing a classic Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Is that like a... Let's take a look at that real quick. It's fine. We've already derailed this this thing. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. 2002. Ooh, this is one of the PS2 ones. I wonder if this is on PlayStation. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Let's look at Trophy Guide. Yeah, sure is. What do we got? 12 hours, 5 out of 10 difficulty, 1 playthrough, platinum. Yeah, how is that game? I wouldn't mind playing. If the Star Wars things is wait, what do you say? If the Star Wars game is anything like that particular one is anything like the Clone Wars game that I played a while back, then I expect quality from it. Obviously, like the on foot sections are pretty rough in the Clone Wars game, particularly, but everything else is pretty cool. And I'm not even a Star Wars fan, and I didn't play this growing up, so like for me to say that is like, hey, it's not even like a nostalgia thing. It's just cool. And then the other one was, what was it, Star Wars Demolition? I think we might have already passed it. Which is like a Twisted Metal type of game, and I mean, it had some cool ideas, a little janky on it, but you know, not too bad for a Twisted Metal inspired game. One of the best Star Wars games. Maybe I'll check it out then. Got the Rogue Squadron, Knights of the Old Republic. Don't forget the classic Force Unleashed 1. Ever heard of the Cabin Factory? Well, it's a horror-based, one of those anomaly games. So like you're like a cabin inspector and you're trying to figure out. I'll play like one little bit of it here. Like I'll play a single like cabin or two just to get the idea, and then we'll. But I guess let's do It's dangerous. Dangerous. Yeah. We're an old woman.
Welcome to the Cabin Factory Corporation. At the Cabin Factory, we pride ourselves in creating the best hyper-realistic horror cabins for the movie and theme park industries. Starting today, you will be one of our cabin inspectors. Congratulations.
No,
Due to a recent
but
legal dispute that
the
falsely claims some of our cabins are haunted,
the people that made this game said they were inspired by Exodate as well as like PT and Pools. So it's that type of game, but it's a little bit different. I like this game more than Exodate. To be fair.
Inspections thoroughly and professionally. From the whole
Don't let them get in your head, get out, it's not safe.
Have
But yeah,
a
it is that type of
stay
game where
as a
you have to
cabin
discover if
inspector.
something's like off or
Entering this
not.
elevator, you have accepted all the terms of your contract, which may be updated without notice.
Do. Yeah, we'll play a couple of the cabins just to give you guys an idea. But yeah, if you get a, by the way, like obviously when it comes to raiding, I know like a lot of people when they raid, they're okay. It's like the whole cabin, haunted, hit danger, safe, hit clear. Any movement means the cabin is haunted. If nothing moves, it's not haunted. But yeah, if you got a bail, whether it's eat, sleep, use the restroom, decompress after stream, decompose after stream, die, whatever. Feel free to. But
Breaking my balls, Mario! God damn it!
yeah, I like that this game does like you go through like the lighting changes as soon as you go and inspect these. So you're just going through. It's like dark as hell. You're trying to see like what differences. The thing is, each cabin's going to be different from the other cabins. Like a lot of things stay the same, but there's some differences here and there. But you have to find if something changes. Either something's moving like right away as you get in here, or something changes like while you're up here. I wonder if they give you like a freebie when you first come down. I'm not sure. I think the first one's just like a standard, like this is what that place looks like, and since nothing changed, it's safe. It was a horror game? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it's, yeah. Yeah. So you go through, there should be something different on this particular one. It could be like anything where like the painting changes a bit, or like the dad changes here, or whatever though. A frog, the famous frog. I didn't see anything different. I'm trying to get to one that's like obviously different. Okay, so something was off on that one. I think that might be the one I missed last time. There was one specific change on one of them that I had no idea what it was, and I was able to find out the change for all of them. There's like, I don't know, around like 50 of these houses.
The brutal fire that burned a family alive took place in an isolated cabin in the woods. 2 bodies were found calcinated on Sunday evening after 3 hikers noticed a huge column of smoke and immediately called 911. When emergency crews arrived just minutes later, the flames were still burning. According to our sources, a family of 4 lived in the cabin.
A family of 4. Does Bing Bong like horror games? Bing Bong, do you like horror games? Yeah, Bing Bong's in it for the thrill.
The 2 children, a 10-year-old little
Hanging around, but maybe make myself a snack, or I'll be around. I'll be pretty close to done here. I'm just gonna like hurry up and finish this thing up real quick.
announced the search operation will continue and said she has hopes of finding them alive. It is still unclear how the parents got trapped inside their own cabin, but the police have found clues that
I'm just listening to the thing here real quick.
a criminal investigation is ongoing.
I don't know, they think the children might have done it. So just because that's playing doesn't count as like actual movement, so as an example of that. I want to get one that's like actually danger here, so before I move on with what I was doing. Oh, here's an example. This one's like a weird ass one. See, you can't actually see the person, but there's a you can see your own movement piece on here, and they show you like where they live. Like, I assume this is what it looks like in their actual, the game thing where they have the little girls like around here somewhere, and then the boys upstairs. But yeah, the dad's gone now, and so like you can hear his footsteps obviously, And you can see him on the little board here moving towards you. But there's a bunch of different ones like that. Like I said, the painting could change. Like maybe he comes out of it, or maybe like people are looking towards you as you are walking past them, or like there's a couple like a bunch of wacky ones. So I don't want to spoil too much of it, of course, but it's an obvious like danger one. Let's see, we'll do like one more, and we'll see if it's anything like majorly different. That frog, one of these days that frog will do something. There. Is that kid standing? No. Yo, watch streak. Thanks, Sam. You suck? Okay, well, you know, Coach Sam Chang has redeemed You Suck, and what does that mean? That means the person that redeems it, I tell them why they suck in this case. Only a 3-stream streak, Sam? Get it together, man. What the fuck? I've seen you in here more than 3 streams. With that streak, like, save that streak. You even got 24 hours to save the streak, should you lose it for any reason. Fucking get, you know, eye on the ball. What are you doing? Oh, alright. So yeah, she's not gonna let us leave. And so now we go downstairs. Here's an example of like, this is a good like change one to give an example of what this type of game's like. So now you're in this basement section. The mother's creepy as fuck. Some hopscotch on the ground. We seem to often get locked in the bathroom here. You see, we were the little girl the whole time.
What do you think you'll find outside? Absolutely nothing. You want to leave, Greta?
I do want to leave.
That's totally fine. But your brother will stay here. And he will not be happy when he hears you abandoned him. Leave and abandon your poor mother.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's chasing you. Yeah, I'll let myself get captured here. Yeah, just to showcase like how that works. So then you spawn back up here. The houses you've already cleared stay cleared. Anyway, that game seems interesting to you at any point. Let's see, what do we got? Obviously, I got caught on purpose. I could have kept running, but we're gonna do Gifted. I've actually tried Destiny 2 a few times. Yeah, I don't really care for, like, I mean, I only tried a tiny bit of Destiny, but it seems like a giant pain in the ass game that I don't want to do, but unfortunately it's on my account, so I might end up trying it to, like, with a real group and see if I actually give a shit. Anyway, there's a link to the Steam page and the PlayStation page, and if you just search the name on Xbox or Switch, you'll find it. In this case, I have this because I was gifted it on Press Engine, the PS5 key. I actually bought the PS4 key, which I'm have pulled up right now. I bought that during the stream here because I enjoy the game. Alright, review time. Let's do a review. This time we can do the review without it, without spoiling part of it. Pros of the game, I think the graphics look pretty good. I like that the lighting changes every time you go into the cabin. It like adds a nice little spooky effect to it. I like that I like that the cabins are different consistently with it, as opposed to something like the Exit 8, which the game compares itself to, as like an inspiration from it. The changes were very minor, sometimes very annoyingly so, on Exit 8, where I wasn't as big of a fan of it. So I like the little bit of like story drop they do in between it. Again, not saying what the stories are because we're doing like a non-spoiler review of it. The game's only $3 right now. It's on sale on PlayStation at least for $209. So I was trying to remember what it was for a second because it's like 30% off. But yeah, some of the scary bits, you know, like definitely make you jump. Like, oh, what the fuck? Surprisingly, there's some funny bits in it too that I think work really well. Overall, for the price, like, there's no platinum in terms of the. I gotta mention that because of the trophy hunting aspect. Of course, this is mainly a trophy hunting channel, but trophies are trophies, man. Yeah, I love trophies. Yeah, in terms of the price, like, I think this is worth the price, and it's obviously proof that it's worth the price because I actively bought the other version of it on stream. So, like, if that's not an endorsement, then I don't know what the hell it is. Yeah, go buy it. It's cool. You're not doing anything with that $3. What are you gonna do? Nothing. You can't even buy a Subway sandwich. Even back when it was a $5 foot long instead of the whatever it is now, like a $7, $8 foot long or whatever. Can't do it. Instead, you could buy this game, and you know what? You could feed the hunger of. I don't know where this bit is going. The point being that can't even buy. Yeah, you can't. You can't right now. That is true. That is also true. You can't buy a game. Um, you cannot, unfortunately. But what you can buy is the Cabin Factory. But yeah, that's okay. So that's a review, definitely. In terms of gore, I think that I think it's up there with what I gave the other game, the Rat Shaker. Where I said 4 out of 5. I think 4 out of 5 is pretty good for it. Because all these obviously, like, I've played games that are obviously like better, but they've costed a lot more, right? So if we're talking like money to game quality, like I mean, it's hard to beat. Um, It's a lot of fun. I mean, obviously, in terms of replay value, there's not going to be as much because it's once you're kind of learning what the differences are. It's like I'm going to have a much easier time doing the second stack, like in terms of quickly, because now I know the vast majority of the changes just off the rip. But definitely, yeah, I would recommend it. So we'll timestamp that particular part of the review since I clearly was messing up the previous one, and then we got to read. One's all good. We're gonna rate out to someone. Who are we rating out to? Let's see. Jess is playing Yakuza. Let's rate out to Jess. Jess, what's the best? And actually, just before we rate out to Jess, what's the best? This is a new emote of mine that I pointed out a couple days ago, but I've had this image for a while, but I never made it an emote. But this is from Jess, what's the best? So that's cool.
Yeah, that made sense. That made a lot of sense, fucking Mario game.
It's me as Count Chocula when Jess was doing the funny little Halloween versions of a bunch of the people from Peach Crew. And I specifically requested Count Chocula. So, any subscribers such as the Platinum Zwei here. I like the analogy of saying you should buy this game because it's cheaper than Subway sandwich from Subway. Look, it is, alright. Because I didn't want to say, like, look, the marketing works, alright. $5 Footlong was a really catchy tune, and then it became not $5, and then other things happened with Subway that we're not going to bring up. But unfortunately, that's not Subway's fault. Alright, so we don't. I don't want to slander Subway's name. Their sandwiches can slander the name in terms of being not a high enough. What is it? They have so much sugar that they in like Ireland legally not bread or something. I think it's Ireland, maybe somewhere in the UK. There's just so much sugar in the bread that it legally cannot be classified as bread. It's got to be classified as cake or something. And that said, I do like some Subway sandwiches, so I will eat the slop to be fair, but that's neither here nor there. Bread being contaminated, that's a different issue. Anyway, it's better than Quiznos. Let's at least establish that. And if you're a Quiznos fan, get out of here. But we're gonna rate out to Just Playing Yakuza. Catch everyone next time. Do. And I'm immediately gonna eat this, so I'm gonna have to. Although I will be lurking. Raid now and stop streaming.